Hi there, my name's Chris. I play bass in Silverchair, and yeah, we're here to do an interview online about gear.
So what kind of bass do you use? It's the obvious first question.
I use a P-Bass. I've got a couple of old 70s ones and also two that I got custom made in Sydney, in Australia, by a guy who is just really good at making basses. And there was a bass guitar that pardon me, a guy wouldn't sell me, so we completely replicated it, and it's by far the best sounding bass I've ever owned.
So the two that you had built are better than the 70s ones.
Yeah.
When you buy something like a 70s one, what do you do to modify it? Like, what's the first thing you look at and say, all right, this has to go usually?
Nothing on the old ones I've really changed. That's the reason why I guess they sound like they do. But the only thing, the guy that I guess maintains all my guitars for me back home, there's a certain era of Fender P-Basses where you can never get the intonation right, so he just moves the bridge. I think it's a little bit further back, and it seems to fix all the, it's only by maybe a quarter of an inch or something, but it seems to fix all the tuning issues of, the bridge being all over the place and things like that.
So what do you, when you have what's the difference between the ones that you had made and the 70s one? Why are they better?
Just the way that he's made the fretboard. He's done it in a way where the fretboard's got a really nice curve to it, and just makes playing. It just feels like it plays a lot easier, and there's no notes that really jump out on the guitar. Like some guitars you're playing along, and all of a sudden one note will be a bit quieter or one note will be a bit louder. It depends on where you are on the neck, and these basses that he makes are just really even and
consistent.
Yeah, really good tone.
Now, what about the bass rig? What do you use when you're playing live?
Live is an 8x10 powered by an SVT 2 Pro and two of the reissue B15s on top as well. So the 8x10 is just I guess we use the EQ and the SVT just basically powers the 8x10, and we just use the simple bass treble mid on the B15s. It seems to work really well.
Now, what about how does it differ if you're recording? What do you do when you're recording?
The reason why I ended up with the setup I've got now is because on every record I've always used one flip top and an old 8x10, and generally that's everything. The only thing I ever use in the studio. So
it translates well from studio.
Yeah, and I just thought, why don't I just try that combo live? And of course, the old ones aren't great to travel with, and aren't as loud. These ones are 100 watts each, so they're a bit louder. But we finally found there were some reissue ones, and we got those, and it just works really well.
Now, is there any bass out there that you don't have that you think, well, I'd really like to grab one of those? Is there outside of it? Is there some holy grail out there, old or new? I mean, it doesn't have to be anything.
I've got a pretty good collection at home. Covers everything really.
But you stick with the ones that you use with
live, it's just P-Basses is just they're just like your meat and potatoes. You can't really go wrong with one of those live.
Now that brings back to the studio. When you're doing the studio stuff, do you use different basses on different songs in the studio?
Yeah, absolutely. Like what have I got? Old Rickenbackers and Hofner and.
Now, do you have one of the '60s Hofners?
Yeah, early '60s.